Hello, hello, hello. It's a brand new day, and this is our morning connection. How you doing this morning? I'm Skip Wilco. I'm so glad you're here for our daily discipline, our daily check-in. Just you and me, a little bit older, going through the journey of life, just getting our minds right to start the day. I hope you're having our time together, our connection at a scheduled part of your day. Maybe it's very early in the morning like it is here on the West Coast, 3 a.m. and come to you every single day. Could be a little bit later, could be afternoon, evening, whatever part of the world you're in. I'm just so glad that we're making this connection every single day and you have it scheduled. All right, mental toughness conditioning, that's what I call this. You and I getting together like this. Again, just 2 men going through the journey of life, this connection. Hopefully I'll come to you every single day. You know, as I'm going through the journey of life, I'm talking to so many men who are just like you, just like me, through my one-on-one coaching. It makes me think. I learned so much, and I want to share with you some distinction, some strategy, some new way of looking at whatever challenge you and I are going through at the same time. I'm sure we're going through the same things, and maybe we live in different parts of the world. Maybe I'm a little bit older, maybe I'm a little bit younger. I tend to find that if you're drawn to this message, we probably have a lot in common going through the same challenges. So hopefully today's going to be something that I talk about something that you need to hear right at this particular time to help you take something that's great in your life and make it even better, or making something that you're kind of struggling with and make it better, a lot better, right? That's what I hope to do today. Hey, when you come on to this live broadcast, say hello. Again, let's make this more than just, what's the point today, right? What am I going to listen to? How is this going to enhance my life? Hopefully, like I said, I do that every single day in some way, shape, or form. Maybe it's something I talk about that a couple weeks from now, you'll go, oh, that's what Skip was talking about. Didn't understand what he was talking about now. Didn't really connect with it. Didn't mean that much to me then, but I get it now. This is right when I need it. So like a time bomb going off, all right? But I love the connection, so when you come onto this live broadcast, make sure that you say hello. If you're watching me on YouTube by way of LinkedIn or Instagram or whatever, make sure that you say hello. I'll acknowledge you during this live broadcast. I'll acknowledge you afterwards, and today, tomorrow, next week. Right? In this video, I want to talk about I want you to catch yourself on a certain thinking patterns, right? One thing I always talk about that there's so many things that we want to do, that we can do. We know we have the talent, that we have the ability, but it's this allocation of our willpower, focus, energy, and time. It's about using our talents to the fullest of our abilities, and do it on a consistent basis. And that's what creates those results, but it all starts in that mindset of yours. I talk about mindset, I talk about that imagination. All right, so I want to talk about like whatever it is you're after, your goal, your journey, you know, starting out the day. I want you to think about, what are you imagining? Could be a conversation in front of you, could be starting your day, a big project that you want to do in the future that may take 3 days or 3 months, something that you want. In your mind, what do you see? What do you imagine as far as the outcome? Do you see it clearly and consistently that this is going to pay off for you big time? You expect the best from yourself. You expect the best from your efforts. You expect from best from other people who will find value. Certain that they'll find value what you do, because what you can imagine, what you see most of the time, is going to really affect your day-to-day actions, right? Your ability. I mean, is it 50-50? Are you one of those people that you're practical? Okay, I see the benefits, but I gotta measure. Right? Can't get too excited. Can't get my hopes up. I gotta prepare. Things just don't always work out, and so you see the good very clearly. Right? That always can be taken to another level. But at the same time, you see the downside too, because you got to be practical. Got to protect yourself. Right, from the financial loss, a waste of time, a waste of energy, getting your hopes up, getting hurt, getting embarrassed, right? But you see them both at the same time, right? And if you were to put a number, just, you know, there's no mathematical formula to figure this out, but would you say it's 50-50? That's what your approach, your style? Maybe you're not even thinking about your style is to see, 50%, half of it, okay, I clearly see the good, that's why I'm doing this. But I'm really prepared for the worst too. People let me down, they can let me down, happens all the time. You can't put all your eggs in one basket, or however you look at it. All right? 50-50, 75% good, but it's only practical to have some reserve, 25%. All right, again, there's no mathematical formula to figure this out, but I want you to think about that. And then, are you getting the results that you want in life generally? And usually it's not. There's usually some things that we can really totally see the positive outcome. And it really affects our energy, our levels, what we're willing to risk, how much energy, how much time, how much work we're willing to put in, because we see it as a million ways to win, not very many ways to lose. So it's just a great journey because we see it, whether it works out or not. The journey, it just feels so good, and we get better results. Usually it's not all areas of life were all one way, whether it's good or bad. It's usually, some things we're really good at, and we tend to see it. Mostly getting close to 100%, only the positive, because if we lose, we'll worry about that later. I want you to think about that. All right? When I through my one-on-one coaching, help men make decisions. Now, ultimately, I can't make decisions for anybody. I can even give them a specific strategy, but it's how they perceive the strategies, how much they believe in it, how consistent they are, right? It's always up to you, the person who I'm coaching, to ultimately make the decisions, right? But it's what you feel about how optimistic you are, right? But a lot of times, what I get men to think about is, your imagination is so powerful. What you can see, if you can really see it and feel it, it's going to make a huge difference in what you do every day, how well you do it, how much you enjoy it, how consistent you are. Right? Maybe it's your working out. Do you see it? I have no ways to lose. Frustration. Hey, every journey is challenging, but I'm going to make this happen. Right? What type of coaching you get or you don't get, what videos, how much time you put in, it's all going to be affected. Right? And the thing I want you to consider is what would it really hurt? Time goes by quickly. We're already coming to the end of this third month this year already. To me, time is just flying by. What would you really be harmed, really, if you can get yourself to worry about the downside? Don't imagine the downside. Don't necessarily play it so safe, but if you could just block it off for a short period of time, 3 weeks, 3 months, and all you can do is imagine the positive coming out, everything that you want, would that affect your ability to follow through, to get the most out of yourself, to do whatever it takes to make those adjustments, crack the code, right, to allocate your willpower, focus, energy, and time? Would you invest more coaching to help you with that journey if you could only see the positive? You condition yourself. Mental toughness conditioning, that's what this is all about. At least for a period of time. What would really be the downside? And I know a lot of men, they think they're being practical by always seeing the good and always seeing the bad. This is just practical in their approach. But I'll tell you this, your imagination is so powerful. The more options you can see, a million ways to win and not very many ways to lose. Can you create that story in your mind? It's going to really affect what you do and how much you enjoy it. Or you can think of 50 ways to win. And at the same time, you're thinking of 50 ways to lose. Your mind is that powerful. And when you can get yourself, condition yourself, again, mental toughness conditioning makes a huge difference in what you'll be able to produce. And again, the journey is going to be so much better when you can just reserve seeing all the downside, all the things to worry about. Right? But it takes conditioning. It takes practice. Just some things to think about. But I'm curious. Send me an email. I enjoy the comments, some of the questions that I throw out during these morning connections. Guys, send me emails. So what would you think it is for you most of the time? How about this? How about the project you want most? Maybe you're challenged with it right now. Are you seeing it 50-50? Maybe you never even thought about it. Maybe you think that's a practical approach, but maybe I've given you some things to think about. Maybe you're not using your imagination fully to see all the options, all the ways to get there because you've got it too balanced in your mind. Maybe that's not quite the right approach. And think about the things that you're doing well. Is it the same? Right? mindset, so important. So let's see who we have joining us today. I want to say hello. It's my message for today. I've got a couple other things I want to talk about really quickly before I sign off. Go about your day. All right, a couple things I just want to thank you. So now, this is the most live viewers ever since we've been doing this connection together. So thank you so much for that. Oh, also yesterday's morning connection was the most views ever in just a couple hours after I logged off. So this is growing. Thank you so much. Thanks for showing your appreciation by showing up. I hope you're getting value. Let me know. Thank you so much. All right, Scott, hello to you, sir. John, good morning to you, sir. Gil, good morning. And Neil, good to have you here. Also, see here, Masashi is here. Good morning, sir. You're always here. I love that. Paul, Michael, Bakras, Abid, SK, Jenner, said Brian and Paul, okay? All right, so that's going to do it. Hey, if you love this type of power, this type of thought, you want 11 hours with me? 11 hours, you and me, through my MANformation course. All right, I've got a morning connection MANformation course, the mindset and actions of a powerful alpha male. I break this down in 11 hours, 6 sessions, an audio course. Put that on your phone. Do it while you're doing cardio exercising. Get a lot more of me in a structured step-by-step approach. This is great, this connection, getting little pieces every single day. I want you to invest in the Morning Connection MANformation course special, right? The mindset actions of a powerful alpha male. At least take action. Click that link that I have down below just to see what it's all about. You hear me talking about it. Here is my journey. Do you appreciate and respect what I've done? Put it all on the floor in this course. Helped out men just like you for many men all throughout the years. So much so they would come to me to take it to another level, right? So invest in that course. Invest in you. Invest in your dreams, your vision, sharpen that mind, more mental toughness conditioning. But here's the best part. You get to talk to me one-on-one, 90 minutes. I take you through a goal setting, get you clear on where you want to go, help you two brains working towards your goals. All right, so that's going to do it for today's broadcast. Hey, if you're a little bit older, got more time behind us than we do in front of us. We've got to take on the day. We've got to see the good and take on the day with that sense of urgency, because we got more time in front of us and more time behind us than we do in front of us. Also remember, everything runs in patterns. Your biggest challenge, what you're trying to do, crack the code, whatever it is, your physical body, your business, your relationship, everything runs in patterns. Some are more complex than others, especially when we want the best things in life. It's reserved for those who are tenacious, resourceful, and gritty. But everything runs in a pattern. You can figure this out. Whether you get my help through coaching or you do it yourself, it may take a little bit more time, but you can break that pattern. You can crack that code. Everything runs in patterns, so remember that. Expect the best in yourself today. Expect the best from your efforts, and expect the best from other people. They're going to get you and your power, all right? So have a great day.